What's up, everybody? It's Alan from Breaking and Entering, and I'm here with Calder Allen, brand new singer-songwriter. You just released your debut album. How's your Lollapalooza experience been so far?
It's awesome. This is my first time in Chicago, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, absolutely. You've just put out a record, debut album, out to the world. How does it feel to get that first big piece of material out there to the world, really, to get exposure out there?
It feels good. I'm really proud of it. I'm excited that it's finally out, and it was something I recorded over COVID, and I feel like it was a good use of that pandemic space.
Yeah. Were you kind of holding on it for a while then, so that you kind of had you could tour behind it and things like that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Is there any kind of like anxiousness that comes with that? Like having this body of work, having this music out, and then having to be like, hopefully it still still feels the same when you put it out?
Yeah, well, for me, when it was out, it kind of relieved all the anxiety and pressure because for some reason, I would try and write new stuff, and with the old stuff not being out, it kind of felt like this weird mental block. It's like I need that release of, writing out before I can get to the next chapter of what I'm going to work on.
Right. So would you say that you started this like early into lockdown, like 2020-ish, or a little bit later?
Yeah, like right before the lockdown, like about 2 months before the lockdown, I had one song, and then I started writing more during it.
Anything in particular that you did to kind of, as a writer, to try and, because I mean it was a very dark time that like nobody could do anything. Is there anything in particular that you did as like a little exercise to try and like get yourself into that creative space and try and write about something that's not abysmal while the world is very dark?
Yeah, it was interesting, because I had a lot that I didn't realize I wanted to talk about. It was the first time I ever really sat down and wrote, and there was a lot that kind of came out that I didn't really realize I was thinking about and stuff. So it was kind of cool for me to realize that stuff is going on in my head, and I'm consciously aware of what's going on, and even if it's subconscious, it's happening.
Right, absolutely. You're playing the festival circuit. You've played some big stages already. You've got some more coming up. What is that? What is that moment for you that really kind of feels great when you get to a festival? Like, is it back here doing this stuff, or is it like the anticipation, or like when you hit your comfort zone? I guess.
Honestly, I just like playing with my band. Like right when like the most relaxing parts of the set are when I don't have to sing and I can just listen to my amazing band play. I can kind of just relax.
Yeah. Now you come from a musical lineage. You also live in a musical town. Austin, Texas is one of the world-renowned music scenes. Do you kind of absorb all of that sort of thing? Like, do you get to go out in Austin and kind of like feel the vibe of what's happening?
Yeah. Well, it's cool because growing up, that was never really what I did. I was always playing sports or doing something not city related. So recently I've kind of gotten this whole new perspective of Austin, seeing the night venues and like all this musical stuff that goes on in the town. So that's been really cool and kind of liberating to feel because when you grow up in a town, it kind of becomes the same thing, and it was kind of new to see all this stuff. So it kept me sane.
And then, is there any chance that you pull some stuff from like playing these festivals? Like we're in Chicago, that's very much not Austin.
Yeah.
You played some other big places that are very much not Austin in itself. Do you think you kind of pull a little bit of geographically, just like being on the road and absorbing some of that stuff too?
Well, yeah, for sure. And a lot of the stuff that I'm working on now was inspired when I left college. Just driving down. I went to the University of Montana for a little bit, and driving down back to Texas, you're in all these insane, states geologically, and just, I'm a huge fly fisherman, and definitely was inspired by where I was and stuff like that. So it's no different when I'm, here or there, always writing.
Yeah. So Montana or Austin? City life, kind of country life. What do you prefer?
Well, Austin's a great town, because you kind of get that mix of, well, not anymore, because too many people are moving there, but you get that balance of nature and city pretty well, but it's just two different mindsets. Like when I'm in Montana, I'm in a different mindset than I am in Austin, and Austin definitely feels more familiar to me, but Montana has this draw that I can't really describe. That's something about it.
What does the rest of the year look like for you now with the project out? Is there a tour plan, things like that?
No set tour, got some opening stuff like here and there, and then a little playing around Austin, but that's about it, and then on to recording the next record.
Very cool. Well, we they're looking forward to it. We are going to make sure that they follow you everywhere. Just Calder Allen everywhere.
Yeah.
Make sure you go check out his record, debut album out now. And keep it locked to Breaking and Entering, breakingandentering.net, because we've got more coverage from Lollapalooza 2022. Thanks so much.
Thank you.